Could hip-hop mogul Sean Combs be facing the music for his past? Let's delve into the allegations brought against him. Our story begins in November of 2023 when singer Cassie filed a lawsuit against Combs. The suit accused him of physical and sexual abuse during their relationship, which began in 2005 when Cassie was just 19 years old. The allegations were severe, including threats, drug use, and forced sexual encounters. Combs, however, vehemently denied all the allegations. A settlement was reached the day after the lawsuit was filed, but the terms remain undisclosed. Fast forward to December of the same year, another lawsuit was filed against Combs, this time by an anonymous plaintiff referred to as Jane Doe. She alleged that Combs, along with his music company and associates, sexually assaulted her back in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. This marked the fourth sexual assault suit against Combs in less than a month. Combs responded to these allegations with strong denial, labeling them as sickening and accusing the plaintiffs of seeking financial gain. What's worth noting here is the legal framework these lawsuits were filed under: New York's Adult Survivors Act. This law, effective from November 24, 2022 to November 24, 2023, allowed individuals to file civil suits for alleged instances of sexual abuse, even if the statute of limitations had expired. It empowered survivors to seek monetary damages from individuals, employers, schools, or institutions. This law played a significant role in the allegations against Combs and other high-profile figures like Donald Trump and Bill Cosby. As the allegations continue to pile up, Combs persistently denies all charges, calling them baseless and sickening. In the court of law, each allegation becomes a battle. Let's examine Combs' legal confrontations. Now, the hip-hop mogul found himself in the midst of some serious legal tussles. The first one we'll discuss involves singer Cassie, who filed a lawsuit accusing Combs of physical and sexual abuse during their relationship. Accusations included threats, drug use, abuse, and forced sexual encounters, starting from 2005 when Cassie was just 19, and Combs a mature 37. The day after the lawsuit was filed, both parties reached a settlement. But here's the twist. The terms of the settlement were kept under the wraps. Combs' strategy: denying all allegations. His lawyer called these claims baseless and aimed at tarnishing his reputation. But this wasn't the end of Combs' legal woes. Another lawsuit was filed by an anonymous plaintiff, referred to as Jane Doe, alleging Combs sexually assaulted her in 2003 when she was just 17. This lawsuit, much like Cassie's, was filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which allowed adult sexual assault victims to file lawsuits within a year, regardless of the statute of limitations. And yet again, Combs denied these allegations, labeling them as sickening and accusing the plaintiffs of seeking financial gain. This was the fourth sexual assault suit against Combs in less than a month. A $30 million lawsuit was also recently settled for an undisclosed amount. While Combs has been successful in reaching settlements in some cases, others are still under litigation. These ongoing legal battles, combined with the undisclosed settlement amounts and Combs' consistent denial of all allegations, keep the hip-hop mogul in the legal limelight. While settlements have been reached in some cases, others are still under litigation, keeping Combs in the legal limelight. How has New York's Adult Survivors Act influenced these allegations? Let's investigate. The Adult Survivors Act, effective from November 24, 2022 to November 24, 2023, is a groundbreaking piece of legislation that came into being in the Empire State of New York. This law allowed individuals to file civil suits for alleged instances of sexual abuse, even if the statute of limitations had expired. This powerful tool enabled survivors of abuse to seek justice and compensation, even if the abuse happened years or even decades ago. In the case of Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, the Adult Survivors Act played a pivotal role. It allowed for lawsuits to be filed against him, despite the statute of limitations. Singer Cassie, an alleged victim, was able to file a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of physical and sexual abuse during their relationship. Similarly, an anonymous plaintiff referred to as Jane Doe also utilized the act to bring her own accusations against Combs and his associates to the forefront. But it's not just Combs who faced the heat under this act. This law has resulted in high-profile lawsuits against many other figures as well. Names like Donald Trump, Bill Cosby, and Harvey Weinstein have been drawn into legal battles due to allegations of sexual misconduct, all made possible by the Adult Survivors Act. The act was seen as a significant step in empowering survivors and holding alleged abusers accountable, a sentiment echoed by movements like #MeToo and Time's Up. These movements were instrumental in inspiring the legislation, leading to a seismic shift in how sexual offenses are addressed. However, like all good things, the Adult Survivors Act had an expiration date. After a year, the law expired, causing a surge in lawsuits. Over 697 were filed as of October 2023, indicating the significance of such legislations in holding alleged abusers accountable. With the expiration of the act, we see a surge in lawsuits, indicating the significance of such legislations in holding alleged abusers accountable. Every allegation leaves a mark. What impact have these lawsuits had on Combs' reputation? The allegations against Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, have sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community, leaving many to question his standing in the industry. As a prominent figure in the music world, Combs' reputation has been built on decades of influential work. However, the recent lawsuits have painted a different picture, challenging his legacy and forcing fans and peers to reassess their perception of him. Reputation is everything in the entertainment industry, and these allegations have undoubtedly tainted Combs' image. His influence and standing in the hip-hop industry, once seemingly unshakable, have taken a hit. The multiple lawsuits, each alleging serious misconduct, have cast a long shadow over his past achievements, making it impossible for fans and critics alike to separate the artist from the alleged actions. The hip-hop community has had mixed reactions to the allegations. Some have rallied behind Combs, believing in his innocence until proven guilty, while others have distanced themselves, unwilling to align with someone facing such serious accusations. The division is a clear sign of the controversy's impact, highlighting how quickly a reputation can be called into question. Fans, too, are grappling with the news. For many, Combs' music has been a soundtrack to their lives, making the allegations a bitter pill to swallow. The lawsuits have sparked heated debates among fans, with some standing by their idol, while others feel betrayed and disillusioned. The impact on Combs' career remains to be seen. While he continues to maintain his innocence, these allegations have undoubtedly put his future projects under scrutiny. Regardless of the outcome of the lawsuits, the damage to his reputation might be harder to repair. While Combs continues to deny the allegations, the court of public opinion seems to be in session. What does this saga tell us about the music industry and the accountability of celebrities? This question, hanging heavy in the air, is more than just a query about one man. It's a reflection of an industry-wide dilemma that has been brought into sharp focus in recent years. The allegations against Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, are part of a larger narrative that extends beyond the individual. They lay bare the sobering reality of the music industry and the world of celebrity, a reality that has been thrust into the spotlight by movements like #MeToo and Time's Up. These movements have been instrumental in shifting the conversation towards the serious issue of sexual harassment and abuse, especially in high-profile industries. They've given voice to the voiceless, empowering survivors to share their stories and seek justice, even when the odds seem stacked against them. This is where the significance of the Adult Survivors Act comes into play. Not only has it allowed survivors to seek redress for past wrongs, but it has also sent a powerful message that no one is above the law, not even celebrities. By extending the statute of limitations, the act has made it clear that time is no longer a refuge for those who abuse their positions of power. But what does this mean for the music industry? On one hand, it means a much-needed shakeup. It means a re-evaluation of power dynamics and a call for more stringent measures to protect those who are vulnerable. On the other hand, it also means a challenge to the industry's long-standing culture of silence and complicity. It's important to note, however, that change doesn't happen overnight. The allegations against Diddy are a stark reminder of the long and arduous journey that lies ahead. They underscore the need for continuous vigilance, for holding individuals accountable, and for creating an environment where survivors feel safe to come forward. As the dust settles on these allegations, one thing is clear. The music industry, like many others, has a long journey ahead in ensuring accountability and justice.